This is one of the least surprising stories I think I've read all year. Hi, it's me again. And yeah, like I said, this is one of the least surprising stories I've read all year. Have a look at the headline. Look. Electric car hell as owners call for new rules following charge rage and Tesla's queue for 3 hours. It's always going to happen. It's always going to happen. The more electric cars come out, they take forever to charge. You know what it's like when you queue in at a petrol station, how angry you get. It's like, put your seatbelt on and leave. What's wrong? And that's only like a few minutes. That's all it takes to put your fuel in, isn't it? Now imagine that when someone's sitting there for an hour hogging the charge point that you're desperate to get on. It's crazy. And don't give me that nonsense about, they can do like 20 to 80% now in 10 minutes. Nonsense. Nonsense. They can't. It's possible, yes, but you'll never find one that does it. I like electric cars, don't get me wrong. I watched the Late Break Show, right? And Johnny Smith on that the other day was doing a road trip in a Kia. And he was stopped at the Eurotunnel. He was going to Belgium for some Christmas market or something, right? And he was stopped at the Eurotunnel waiting for his train. And he said, there's electric chargers here. Don't really need them. So I'm going to leave it for now because I want to show you one of these super fast chargers in Calais. What? What if I had an electric car? Anytime I'm stopped, I'd be on a charger, mate, because you don't know, do you? What if they're not working on the other side? What if they're knackered? You don't know, do you? But anyway, he got to the other side and he's hailing the brilliance of this Kia, right? That it can go from 20 to 80% in minutes at 300 kilowatt charging. So he's talking about all this, getting us all excited about it, saying, well, we can fill an electric car up now in minutes. That's it. The revolution has happened. We can all have an electric car. Goes to plug it in, and he's like, oh, I forgot to preheat the battery, so it's going to take a little longer than usual. Okay, so that's added quite a few more minutes to it. And then it never got anywhere near the 300 kilowatt charging speed he had. He went and had a coffee, went and had a poo, he's having a walk around, doing bits to camera, because he's waiting for his car to charge. There you go. They can claim all they want that they can charge these cars in, but we ain't there yet. We ain't there yet. We're not. Drivers have reported multiple incidents of irate motorists arguing over whose turn it is to use a charging point. Some are even unplugging other electric vehicles so they can use the charger themselves. New electric car driver Jessica took to Facebook to complain about the treatment she received at a charging point in a supermarket car park. I've had the car a week, never had to queue for a charger, but tonight I think, if the shouting bloke is to believe, I inadvertently jumped the queue. There seems to be so many unwritten rules and so much anger towards those who get it wrong. Well, yeah, that's another fair point, one I hadn't thought about actually, because when you pull into a petrol station, say there's like 4 bays or something, you can have a look and you can think, oh, and you get in that queue. And if you beat someone who's in that queue, fair dues, there's no problem there. It's their pick, they'll get their fuel eventually, and take a couple of minutes more, won't it? Where the hell do you queue for these electric chargers? Like in the supermarket where this lady was, they're bays, right? And you can't just wait because you'll be blocking people in, you'll be blocking the way in and out of the car park. I don't know. I guess that is an issue, isn't it? Because they can't have them. I mean, I have seen them on the motorways and that, and they're lined up like petrol station bays. But it's not like, oh, how do you know? When you pull up, say it's one of those petrol station style ones on a motorway and you pull up, how do you know who's going to be finished first? You could get behind one who's going to be there for an hour and a half, and then someone could come in after you and go straight on because that one's only got 5 minutes left. Yeah, there's a problem with this. I like an electric car, don't get me wrong. I will be buying an electric car one day. Not yet, but one day I will be buying one. It'll probably be a second-hand Tesla, I'd imagine, just because of the charging network. And near my office, there's a Tesla charger, which is quite handy. But, yeah, there's still problems to sort out. Members of a Tesla drivers' Facebook group said they were waiting for hours to charge their cars. One said, been here over an hour, still 15 in front of me in the queue for a charge, they said. Easily another 2 hours wait minimum. Really upsetting to have the whole family wait for 2 hours to charge the car. And the more electric cars are bought, the bigger this problem is going to get. Tesla used to have it nailed down, didn't they? Because they were the fastest chargers and the chargers only work for the Teslas. But now they've opened Tesla up, I believe, so some other cars can use the Tesla charging network, which is going to piss Tesla drivers off because now they're going to find other cars parked in the bays that were made just for them. Yeah, there's still a bit of work to do with these electric cars. Yeah, it's messy, isn't it? There's going to be fights and arguments there. What do you reckon about this thing? I know a few of you out there, every time I talk about electric cars, a few of you do own them, and you fill me in on some of the nuances of owning one. So what do you do in this situation? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, because that way, hopefully I'll see you in another video again soon when I... Ta-da!